Well, good afternoon. Thanks for clicking on the video and watching it here. Hope you like what we got going on. This video is just a little snippet of making maple syrup. We are by no means professionals. We just kind of dabble in it. We got 80 acres of mostly maple trees, so why not get something out of it here. So just a quick video of the boiling process, nothing too in-depth. I really don't know what I'm doing, but it's fun trying. So this is just a brief video we threw together of the boiling process, and throughout the course of the video you'll see some things changing. One video there might be snow on the ground, the next video there might not be. So it's footage taken over a few week period. We end up boiling sap a couple different times, so you'll see both of those processes, and it's just something to do. So hopefully you take something from it. I'll give some of my opinions on some of the products we use and whatnot. So again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come. We've got all this sap here, 60 gallons we got to process today, and then we got to go around and collect everything from last night, yesterday that we got. I'll probably wait till later to do that, but doesn't look like there's a lot in most of the trees. Just got one that's just a superstar, and I emptied this yesterday at 5 p.m. We got about 5 gallons, 4.5 gallons, 5 gallons last night out of this one tree, just over 12 hours ago, and then we're already half full on the bag again. So this old girl really puts out. Going to check on the sap. We're boiling up our second batch of syrup. We got about 60 gallons of sap that we're boiling up today. I've got 5, 10, 15, about 20 gallons left to go, but the trees are just pouring. We've got one tree that in the last 12 hours has produced about 7 gallons of sap, which is just nuts. Here it is right here. I just dumped that bag 25 minutes ago, and that's how much sap it's got. You can see the constant drip. It's insane. But that one's getting pretty full. They're all loving the sunshine. Here we got they're boiling. I put this little fan down here, and I just got it on low, and it is speeding this process up so much better. It was taking a while. The last batch we boiled, it took quite a while to boil it out. It wasn't getting a good airflow, but it's using a lot of wood. It's going though. It's boiling quick. So probably 3-4 more hours to finish boiling up what I got here. Maybe more. But yeah, we'll see. We'll just keep plugging away. This is your warming pot. you put your sap in here and it preheats it, gets it up to temp. And then this is your actual boiling pan. You put your sap in there, it boils. As this evaporates out, you crack your valve here on your warming pan, and then you just drain it into here. You just kind of keep feeding it. And then as you draw this off, you keep adding your sap into here to get it up to temp, and it takes it less time to get boiling once it's in there. Pretty handy setup. But overall, this little evaporator's been great. Pretty happy with it. It burns up nice. Gets hot, real hot. All in all, I'm happy with it. I was kind of frustrated when I ordered it, just lack of communication and everything. But it is what it is. I get it. Guy was busy, but it's pretty easy to send a text or an email or even a phone call, but it is what it is, I guess. So pretty simple setup, I think, for the arch, the pan, and the warming pot. I think I had $850 into it, I think is what it was. So certainly more efficient than what I was using last year, but we'll just keep using it, and I don't know, we'll see. We might have to go bigger next year, but I think I can get away with running this for a little while yet. But I'll probably have to boil again during the week, because the way these trees are flowing, it's gonna be busy. So we'll see how the week progresses. But I've got cabin here. I got 3 5-gallon buckets there left to go. This one here, and then we got another, I don't know, 5 to 8 gallons in our big barrel. So we'll see. Might not be enough later than I wanted to be, but oh well, it is what it is. Just take the bucket here, top off the warming pan here. Let it get up to temp and come back out in I don't know, 40 minutes or so. I'm gonna throw some more wood in actually before I forget. All right, good morning. Back at the sap again here. Earlier this week, I ordered an RO bucket, reverse osmosis. Cut your boiling time down. You run your sap through there. It takes out a large percentage of the water. You got 20 gallons of sap. You run it through the RO machine. You'll end up with roughly 10 gallons of concentrate if you were to run it through one time. I'm going to give it a whirl here this morning. I have no clue what I'm doing, like I said before in these sap videos, but I got a 5-gallon bucket there. I just used a t-shirt. I'm going to use that to filter my buckets of sap through. You can see there's debris in there, so that'll catch it through there. I'm going to put my suction hose here from the RO bucket down in that machine, and then I'll just keep feeding that, and then my red hose here, this will put out my concentrate, and then the blue hose is your permeate water, so that's the water after it extracts the sugar out of it. So we're gonna give it a whirl and see what happens, but who knows. While it's doing this, I'm gonna organize my messy cabin here. It's our catch-all cabin where we put all of our seasonal stuff and whatnot, but it's in need of a thorough cleaning / organizing. So so we got our suction tube in this bucket. This is the bucket where your concentrate comes out of. So once you get your water flowing through the red tube, you tighten this knob down here and then it restricts the flow. And then this blue tube is what has your clean water, if you will, coming out of it. So when you restrict that flow, you're supposed to match the flow out of the red hose to the blue hose to get the proper restriction through the RO filter. So we'll see. Like I said, I have no clue what I'm doing, but we're gonna give it a whirl and see what happens here. So I'll let you follow along with the process, but it's gonna be underwhelming. It's nothing too cool and exciting, so we'll just let it kind of sit there and do its thing. Getting close. Done, I don't even know, probably 60, 70 gallons of sap so far. I got these 5 buckets here that I ran through the RO machine twice. So these should be around 8% sugar content, which is going to be nice. I'm going to cut boiling time hopefully at least in half, maybe more. So we'll see how it goes, but try to finish this. Got to clean this RO bucket deal, and then I'll get up early tomorrow morning and start boiling everything. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm interested to see how much time I'm going to save on actual boiling. So, but yep. Sunday. Yesterday we ran all of our sap through a RO machine. We're back to boiling today. Got the evaporator rolling. We basically put, must have been about 60, 70 gallons, maybe 80 gallons. Hell, I don't know. I don't keep track of it. Through our RO machine, we ran most of it through twice, so we should be at 8% sugar content. So we have what's in the pan here boiling, and then 3.5 more gallons of concentrate to boil. So we'll see how long it actually takes. This is supposed to boil, I think, 8 gallons per hour or something like that. I'll have to look up the specs on it, but we'll see. Just had some of the syrup we made with our last boil for breakfast. It's pretty good, I would have to say. So we'll see. Trees aren't really producing a whole lot, but it's supposed to get cold again tonight, down in the 20s. So hopefully we'll get some more. Hoping to get at least one more good week of sap, but we'll see what happens and keep plugging away. Alright, we're getting close. Looks like we should have close to a gallon out of that first run, so that's pretty exciting. Let's see, my thermometer's acting up.
This is the quality concept of our world fan. Yes, yeah. Only like 2 miles to the truck. I'm not really trying to capture an audience of people that don't curse. That's the funny thing too. It's like, it's not that. Sometimes maybe the times that are really good are like above average amount 60 yards.
We have reached where we need to be. So that pan, this pan is done. So we'll pull that one. We'll pull that one and then check this other big pot here once this gets up to the same thing, and then we should be good on this this batch here. So that's pretty exciting. Here's our finished product. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 pints. What's that? Another pint, and then whatever out of that quart. So we'll use this one first because we didn't fill it up. But it's nice, pretty clear, pretty good flavor. So we'll see. We'll keep plugging away. Got the last of the sap in the pan. Boil it like this till it gets close, and then we'll take it to the house and finish. It's much darker than the last batch we ran. Here's the second batch of sap that we boiled. Very, very dark. Still very good, but very dark. And here is the first batch. Much clearer. But this is early in the season. I guess early in the season your syrup tends to be much clearer than later. As the season goes on, it gets darker. So yeah, we'll see. Well, that pretty much wraps up making syrup. It was fun, something to do. Learned a lot. Overall, I would say it was a success. We got probably 2.5, 3 gallons of syrup that'll last us through the year, so that's nice. I think next year I'll probably add maybe another 18 to 24 taps, just kind of make a little bit more for next year. But overall, I'd say it was a success. But yeah, we'll keep plugging away here, try to get out some more videos. We just put the boat down at the dock on the Detroit River, so walleye season is getting rolling here. I'll try to get a video put together of that. It's usually pretty hot and heavy action, so we'll see what we can do there. And then what else? We got gardening coming up. We'll be getting our garden going. We've already got some plants started here in the house. Yeah, building a chicken coop. You can see out there somewhere. Where is it at? Way out there. Chicken coop way out there. Building a chicken coop. We got 11 chicks that are a week or two away from ready to go out in the coop. And then in September, we'll get another 15 laying hens. So we'll have a total of 26 laying heads. We're going to have more eggs than we know what to do with, but something to do. So we'll see how that goes. We started with 12 chicks and we lost one. So hopefully that's the only casualty here. But yeah, onward and upward. Thanks for watching again. If you like what we're doing, like and subscribe. Thanks.